Yo, and welcome to another episode of Cite The Scene, where the What We Watch community meets the Expression Appraisal team to take a look at the combined power of film, TV, and language, one scene at a time. Let me explain how we do this. So we highlight quotables from movies and TV, and we throw them through the ATP filter. That's that Appraise the Phrase filter, to make sure that they meet the power, speed, accuracy of the movie relative to the movie. We're not going to waste any time. We're here for a reason. It is Valentine's Day week. So hopefully for you, love is in the air. Your heart chakras are open. Is that a thing? Heart chakra? I don't know. Whatever. So because it's Valentine's Day week, we thought we meaning me, 20, and Mo, who I'm going to introduce in a second, we should cite a scene from a rom-com. So before we announce what movie we are citing, let me introduce the squad. We got 20, my ATP host, in the building. What's good, bro?
Oh man, everything is great.
Capital Great. I love it.
It's a great quote from a great movie.
My dog. And more importantly, and better yet, we have the owner and founder of What We Watch, the innovator and genius behind Cite The Scene. We got Miss Peacherino in the building. What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm happy to be here. Happy Saturday. Welcome, listeners.
Thank you.
This is Saturday. I just told them this.
All right. No. I apologize because how you're doing sets the stage for how we're doing, right?
That's right.
That's exactly.
Is set the stage like a pun in this form?
Maybe if you would set the scene.
That's not a phrase though, and because of who I am, I know that.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Fine. All right, Mo, tell us what we're doing here. Tell us what movie we get into today.
So I'm really excited because, romance is my thing, guys. Like, we know that it's one of the pillars of what we watch. So I'm very excited. To your, comment earlier, Valentine's Day is in a few days. For some people, that's triggering. For some people, that's very exciting. So we decided to watch a rom-com, which is it has changed in film over the last probably couple of decades now, right? Rom-coms, you think recent rom-coms that used to make hits like the Cameron Diaz's and the J-Lo's and, you think like Crazy Rich Asians. But recently, a film with George Clooney and Julia Roberts came out called Ticket to Paradise.
I'm sorry. I think your things are in my seat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, come on.
You've got to be kidding me.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to sit somewhere else. We used to be married.
Worst 19 years of my life.
We were only married for 5.
I'm counting the recovery.
In 4 days' time.
Our daughter's going to marry a guy she just met in Bali, millions of miles from home.
I just really want to kiss you. It's like I looked up for the first time and realized everything I ever wanted was right in front of me.
She's throwing her career away.
Just like her mother did. So I'm the only one who can stop her. She doesn't listen to him.
Oh, champagne.
Oh, 2, please.
Just leave the bottle. Thank you.
I won't let her throw her life away. We need to trick her into dumping him. As much as this will pain us both, we have to call a truce to make this work.
Just be in lockstep.
Hey! Did you make a pact to not murder each other until you murder me first?
We are here for you, my love.
Yes, we're in lockstep.
Yes.
Yes. And I think the general consensus is that we liked it, right?
Yes, I thought it was good.
It was definitely more of a calm rom, if I can say that. Because I feel like the comedy, like nowadays, like to go with what you were saying, Miss Peacherino, the comedy is always like it's put first in these movies. Like, yeah, you can sense the romantic aspect, but I think they push more the comedy nowadays than back in the day when it was more like romantic, figure out what's going on, why's the problem, who loves who, and all that good stuff. And now it's just, I think they trigger more on the comedy part, and then they throw a little bit of romance in there.
Interesting. Okay. I think I have some I think I'll hold that thought too, because I have something that I really appreciate about that movie, and it's kind of what you're saying. But am I going first with my quote?
Yeah. Let's hit us with your quote, Miss Peacherino. Hit us with the quotes that stood out in the movie for you. Quote.
Okay, notice I said quotes.
You did. You made me say
sorry.
quotes.
I have 2, guys. I have two. I get to do two, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you actually watched the movie.
So hopefully you're listening to this and you've watched the film, but it was really, really good banter between George Clooney and Julia Roberts the entire time. And there was one quote that George Clooney had, and he was describing their relationship, and he said, and someone asked him what happened in the relationship, and he said, the same thing that happens in every relationship. It starts out and it feels unreal, and then it gets real.
Woo. Woo. Have you succinctly have either one of you experienced that part?
Yeah, I felt that because he's right. It happens in every relationship. It feels so, for me, it feels so surreal in the beginning. It's the honeymoon stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh shit, we have to like plan things and maintain this. It's very true.
Yeah.
My second quote
Two.
was very romantic, and I love romance. And this is a Julia Roberts quote, and she says, "Why wait for the good stuff? We deserve some of the good stuff along the way."
I like that one too, man. Like this movie had some bangers in it. I ain't gonna lie. Like it had some bangers in it, man. It had some bangers. I like that one though.
Yeah. That one is more along the lines, right, of what one would expect to hear and feel this week, right? Like one would expect that, like that big moment of, man, regardless of what I feel, I mean, regardless of what's going on around me, like let me focus on the goodness of right here, and why am I delaying that for whatever reason? Yeah.
And I can tend to be a very hedonistic person, so I'm like, that really spoke to me. But I think that second quote really, like helps the first quote, right? Because it's like, then it gets real. Well, what do you do when it gets real? You appreciate the good stuff along the way.
That's right. All right, look. Now let's toss it back to Miss Peacherino to get the ATP grading scale going. I'm gonna go with power for your phrase. We're all gonna do power for yours, and let's see where it comes out. Power in this situation, in this system, is the impact of the quote on the movie or on the scene that it comes from. So not necessarily how we feel about it, even though we just let y'all know the impact of this quote in the scene of the movie. So Miss Peacherino, please remind us of both of your quotes, since you made a CEO decision, and the power for that.
What's my grading scale?
A through F, American elementary system.
Okay, and I went to UT Austin, so like we had a plus minus system for a minute there.
You guys are geniuses. That's what it tells me.
So I'm gonna do a plus minus for mine. So the first quote, quick reminder, listeners, everything feels unreal and then it gets real. Paraphrase that. For me, the impact to the movie is going to be like a B minus, because it is kind of the underlying kind of idea of every rom-com, where what are the problems that this relationship faces and why can't they be together, or why weren't they together, and then how do they get back? So B minus just for that overall theme. My second quote was, what was my second quote? Oh yes, experience the good stuff along the way, right? Again, paraphrasing, but that is an A plus, and I won't spoil the movie, but it's because of the repeated use in the film. It's a common theme, and it was very impactful in the third act. So,
word. 20. Any thoughts on that?
Are we allowed to spoil the movie since it's?
Try your best not to.
Try my best not to. Okay, all right, cool. So that's what we're doing. All right, no problem.
That's all it is. Your best attempt. Your intentions are good.
No problem. I got it. All right. For the first one, when it comes to which one was the first one? Unreal was the first one, right? I think that one gave an A for me too as well, because not for you, but an A for me because of the impact on the reality of it. I think with even though these are in a fictional movie, the impact of these fictional characters can give a great idea for reality. And I feel like with this, it was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really how common relationships start. Like We talked about this before, how you have the honeymoon stage, and then you really got to dig into what this person and who this person is, and if you like this person or not. Like when we all get into relationships, we give them the best. We always start off with our best foot forward.
Try
And
to.
it's like, well, yeah, we try to, yeah. There's some people that don't really give a fuck.
Some people are out here wild, wild west with it. Sorry,
You're
sorry,
right, you're right.
sorry, sorry.
I do not speak for the majority. I speak for the minority. So I don't want none of these ladies coming out. Not this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Like,
no
I got 4 names for you who did not start with. If that's their best foot, they need to go to the orthopedist. If that's their best foot. Sorry.
Supposed to be a Valentine's Day. Supposed to be a Valentine's Day.
Right, I was supposed to keep it positive. That's actually me.
So
Thank you
keep
for
it
checking me on
positive.
that.
So majority of the people, they try to give that best foot forward, and it's not until they bring that back foot till you realize, like, hold on, hold on now.
I'm gonna start saying that. Oh, wait till that back foot come along.
Hey, listen, I just made that up, dog. You can get that one. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like that saying is so real for me, because that's life in general. That's life, man. Even when you start a job, it's like, oh man, I'm so excited to start this job, and then all of a sudden, you're like, man, I ain't trying to go to work today.
Yeah,
So
I hear
that's
that.
why I'm like, I give that an A, because it does stand true to it outside of the fictional characters, outside of the fictional movie. Okay.
All right, how about that second one?
And the second one too as well, I think that one go even harder, because it's like, yo, like that's what you're supposed to live in life too as well, man. You know what I mean? Like we always talk about that destination and the journey, Mario, and everything that we try to put forward, and that's really what it pertains to as well, man. Like some people, they don't realize they need to enjoy the journey as much as they can, because the destination not even guaranteed. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
you're not even guaranteed to get to the end. So why not enjoy everything until the end and see where it leads you? So I give that one an A2 as well, man. I really like both of those quotes that you caught up, man.
Powerful quote.
I might have to go back and reread and not reread, rewatch it a little bit and see really what it was pertaining to in that scene, because I was just watching. I'll be honest with you, I was watching to get to the end.
Ironically, watching to get to the end. No, here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing for me and the 2 quotes from power perspective. The real to unreal, I give that a C on power because of the relative factor of real to unreal. Like for them, the way I'm looking at their lives, which is Georgia and David, which I love their names together. They lost it all as a couple, to not do too much. They lost it all as a couple over the kid. And it's like, I thought y'all would have the elements in place. And I know that's like tough to put on anybody. Like you can't, it's an intangible, but I just feel like if that was y'all couldn't get through that hard thing, which is like raising your kid together. But I get it. So that's why I'm like, and then y'all just kept on fighting. And then for the good things, let's not wait on the good things, because why? Yeah, A+. Similar to what both of you said, it's like for the characters, they were doing that the entire movie for real. It just wasn't named as such. Like the name of the movie is Ticket to Paradise, and guess where they spent most of the movie? Like aesthetically, like the good stuff is around you. The whole time, really, the good stuff is around you in this film, and like just notice it. So like that alone, that power is there, I think. So A+ on that one. All right, we lost 20. We lost 20. So let's jump to the speed of your 2 quotes. So where you at with it?
I think the speed for my first quote was beautiful. I think it was George Clooney. The camera's on George Clooney. It's zooming in on him. He has his typical beautiful facial expression. He's kind of melancholy, but also like very nostalgic. A+ delivery on, and then it gets real, right? That's why I delivered it to y'all real good in the beginning.
You did.
I tried to match George Clooney's vibe. He's been doing this longer than I've been alive. So, anyways, and then the second quote, which is just my favorite, why wait for the good stuff? We deserve some good stuff along the way. That delivery, I give it an A, just an A, because again, it was delivered by it was actually delivered by George Clooney first, and then Julia Roberts did it. So we heard it a few times in the film, and I think every delivery mattered in every moment. So
When did George Clooney talk about it? Oh, wow.
so George Clooney was quoting her when he said it first, and then she said it later.
Oh, I'm mad. This is why. This is a part of why I like this, this forum and this format, because I now will go back and try to catch like any remnants of these quotes as they like, are they a part of the greater good of the movie? I got to rewatch that. It's real. All right. As far as when, hey, dog, when George Clooney is in his like you said, like the melancholy, smooth, like I'm giving you personal experience as fact. When he's in that, yo, I'm like, I'll follow you. I'm a lemming to you, George. For real, where we going? Because you're right. And that like that scene where he's like, because old girl is the comic relief in ways, but like the whole movie is funny that he's talking to. But he's like, hey, the scene is darker. And he's like, listen to me, because, I mean, in that scene, there's I guess the whole movie, there's an essence of like, there's a reason why George Clooney's character is successful. So like, there's a trust that you have, and we don't really know what pierced him to be like kind of cynical. Like he's the cynical lead in this whole thing. Like, you're mad cynical, dog. Like, what's up? And it's bigger than protecting your daughter, G. Like, it's bigger than that, dog. Like, it's clearly bigger than that for you. So, like, this scene was like, hey, man, I'm really trying to be, like, share my experience in neutral. And he delivered it, like, perfectly. Plus, like, it seemed like he really enjoyed the drink. So, yeah, I'm giving that an A+. I'm going when Julia Roberts said it again. And it was just like cool. For me, it was like, I think I'm gonna give that a B because it was a cool thing, and that's what they should have did. That's why I think like she said it in a way that's like, yeah, of course, like this is, we gonna take this boat all the way back, bro. like really, really. And so she's delivered it like, and kudos to both of them. This is a scene that I actually really, and I don't have like any background to say like this scene was well delivered in that way. Don't get me wrong, but like the way they was like, I feel like people would do that. They both were like, and then George Clooney's like, yeah, like that seemed very realistic to me. Very like, natural, yeah, right.
That's how romance is. It's like very much they nailed it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I like that a lot. So, and it was because of how she presented that. So I'll give that a B as well. I just think that because they're side by side, I'm giving George's the A. That's all. All right, let's hit with the accuracy. And I want to point out again the meaning behind accuracy, because it's different than what we do at ATP with the phrases. And I think it's like, for me, it's very interesting to see how some of these lines meet the reality within the movie. Like, and we kind of hint at it with Power and Speed, but like with the accuracy, does it create or does it stand true based on the reality within the movie? So hit us with the accuracy of your two quotes.
Oh, A's pluses all around for both of mine. Then it gets real. I think it was perfect. Again, this is a rom-com. We watched this rom-com because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I love romance. Who doesn't love romance and comedy? So I think for just being honest about that, romance does not come without, some BS. There's some tough times. There's gonna be tough times in every relationship, and I think you don't have a movie where the relationship is perfect the whole time. You can't. we're not writing that film for you. You're not watching that on screen. It's like, let's watch a film where everything is perfect the entire time. If that happens and that's not the main story, there's always a problem and a solution or something to overcome. And so I think that quote reminded you, like, this is the theme of the film. They are not okay, and you're going to see that they're not okay for most of the movie until
Right. Right.
And then, as far as, enjoying things along the way, I think that's very impactful and accurate to the entire theme of the film and romance, because we saw the parallel between the mom and the dad and the daughter and Gede, Lily and Gede, and Ergade, whatever his name is. And I think that now I don't know how to pronounce it. I've heard it so many times.
All good.
But I think the accuracy for that is definitely also a name.
Word. Okay, I'm gonna jump in and then we're gonna let you catch up, 20. So don't even trip. Accuracy for your 2 quotes. I love that you have 2 at this stage for the accuracy part, because this is the point of film for me in ways, because I'm a words language person. So obviously I can take in, that's why spoilers don't do it for me, because like I still have to take in visually what's going on, but like the essence of the language and what's going on. And so with the real to reality, I think it's an A+, because similar to why the power of it is a C, but the reality is an A, because everyone's unreal to real was relative. Even though it wasn't exploited with the couple that was getting married, they had their unreal to real moment, which like it just didn't get exacerbated. But it's like, dog, you knew. Why you ain't say nothing to me? Like, we supposed to be super solid. Like, we have no reason to not be solid. And you know what I'm saying? So like they even had theirs. It just didn't get exacerbated because it's, you know what I'm saying? She seems to be very wise in terms of like, she did not project the core cause of that onto him. But she still had like shared her disappointment. So I think that's an A+, because every element of the, even old buddy, the weirdo pilot, whatever, even him, they had their little thing, you know what I'm saying, where it was unreal to real. And then for the good moments, they were chosen consistently. They were chosen consistently throughout the movie, so it does reflect the reality. And I think the point of this rom-com is get to it and get to the happiness. Get to the happiness quicker than you're thinking about it. Like don't think too long. Don't think too long. Appreciate y'all. Final and closing words. Mo, you're gonna go last. Because you gotta close us out like the true 20. Closing words.
No, in all, for me, I just feel like the movie's a good movie. It's a soft movie. Definitely. Even though we hit a couple of like real life quotes in there, I don't think you can kind of like expect that. I think it's more of a, like I said, it's more of a comedy first and a romantic movie after that. You know what I mean? Like, just go, if you're gonna watch it, go in there with it being lighthearted and just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the time that it's gonna take away from your life. What's that? Without spoiling.
That wasn't spoiler. It was just like, you're gonna watch it. Enjoy that you're watching it if you chose to watch it. And I'm with that. For me, wrapping it up, right? Wrapping it up, I'm like, it does exactly what I think it promises out the gate, which is quality acting. Ms. Peacherino, Mo, you said it. Like, it's beautiful. It's cool. Like, it's a good looking movie. Plenty of good looking people in it. So all good. I enjoyed it. It's enjoyable, and it has a message that doesn't overshadow like that. It's a rom-com. Exactly. Mo, take us out with your brilliance. I'm gonna keep platforming. Take us out with your brilliance.
You know how much pressure you put on me when you do that?
What is pressure?
You put so much pressure on me. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I love doing these. I'm echoing. Okay. I love doing these shows with you guys because we really do kind of get to dive into the purpose and the meaning and the language with all of the quotes, right? And as a writer, it feels very good for someone to really dissect where we place things, why we place things, why we had which character say it. I think Caitlin Dever, the girl who played Lily, though her role was more secondary, I think she's someone to watch. She's a really great actress. I think she's really, really good. So I really enjoyed the film because, again, if Valentine's Day is triggering or you don't celebrate it, I get it. But I do hope that all the listeners get to have fun and watch a rom-com with yourself or your boo or your friends or whoever. I don't want rom-coms to be a lost genre that everyone feels like they can't really trust. You know, there's still a lot of great rom-coms coming out. I think writers and directors are like, let's put out a lighthearted film, you know, that kind of encapsulates themes that we already kind of know. Like when you watch a rom-com, you kind of know what's going to happen, right? Like there's no, oh my God, moment, right? It's really just like, it's like, we're just going to, like Chris, like you said, we're just going to watch this movie, or 20, watch this movie, and just enjoy it. But it's funny. George Clooney's hot. Julia Roberts looks great. Like everything is good. Everyone delivered. So I enjoyed it. I think shout out to rom-coms, and it was a beautiful, beautiful place. I encourage you guys as watchers to also like learn about the Balinese culture because I think they really, really, really highlighted what romance looks like culturally for different people, and you know, a marriage and wedding and what that means to like conjoin families and stuff. So that was really, really cool. I enjoyed it, and that's what we watch with ATP. Cite the Scene.
Mo, you see why I do it?
We can't even talk after that because of what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Like how she ended it. I'm like, I want to say something else, but like it's like, nah, I can't really. I can't.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even have shouted out "old girl." Like this is why. Like you say pressure, but like the way it gets honored is better suited for because I'm gonna just talk about the words. I'm gonna just talk about the words. So thank you as always. You can catch this on the Appraise The Phrase YouTube channel, the What We Watch YouTube channel, on all social medias. Check the bottom line or the top of this screen. All the social medias will be on there. Stay tuned for the next Cite the Scene. Feel free to reach out and suggest movies, TV, episodes. If it's going to be TV, it got to be episodes because Miss Peacherino made a great point. She was like, hey, man, a series is a long time to be picking out one quote, bro. And I had to sit back down. So yeah, if you got some suggestions, it got to be a show, an episode from a show, or a movie you want us to take a stab at, and we'll be happy to do it. Word. All right, we'll see y'all next time.